Isack Hadjar is catching everyone's attention with rumours swirling about his potential jump to the Red Bull team after his impressive performance in the first 10 races this season. Helmut Marko hasn't been shy about discussing the possibility of switching Hajar with Tsunoda, particularly as Lindblad's prospects of entering F1 seem to be improving rapidly. The question now is whether Hajar will receive an extraordinary promotion just 10 races into his Formula One journey, and whether such a move is wise, considering the ongoing struggles with Red Bull's second car. Red Bull is in a predicament with their second car. No driver has managed to successfully partner with Verstappen despite the team's lenient expectations. This scenario suggests that either Verstappen possesses an unmatched talent for adapting to the car, or that second seat is simply fucked. Nevertheless, Red Bull remains determined to find a strong competitor to race alongside Max. After evaluating the potential of Lawson and Tsunoda, Isack Hadjar seems next in line for consideration. The French driver has had a stellar season. He is the top-ranked Red Bull driver aside from Max Verstappen, boasting twice the points Tsunoda has accumulated in 2025. His streak did hit a snag in Montreal with a disappointing 16th place finish. However, this does not diminish Red Bull's keen interest in him. Tsunoda's contract expires at the end of the season, and after failing to score points in 3 consecutive races, the Austrian team is contemplating a possible replacement to see if Hajar can compete more effectively in the RB21. Isack himself is thrilled to be associated with Red Bull, as it highlights his excellent performance as an F1 driver. Discussing this further, Hajar admitted that while he doesn't feel quite ready for the position, he'd accept it if offered, because he's driven by competition. His motivation is fueled by the challenge of racing against the world's best. Having Max as a teammate would be a tremendous learning experience, he noted, adding that he gets along well with Max, who has a laid-back personality and maintains good relations with others as long as things are smooth on the track. It will be fascinating to see how Red Bull handles this situation, especially since Racing Bull's team principal Peter Bayer expressed a desire for the Austrian team to give Hajar some space. Hajar's progress showcases the formidable nature of Racing Bulls as a strong contender and underscores the importance of nurturing emerging talents. However, this situation also reveals a challenging aspect of the sport. Excelling in Racing Bulls doesn't guarantee you'll be a suitable match for Red Bull. It's important to acknowledge that Tsunoda played a significant role for the team after Gasly left, facing little competition from teammates like Ricciardo and De Vries. Lawson was the only real challenger, and we saw both of them adjust to the RB21. This could be the same path for Hajar. Discussing this possible partnership, Bayer mentioned that Red Bull should take a broader perspective. What options does Red Bull have for Tsunoda's spot? The answer is clear. They need a strong second driver to stay competitive in the Constructors' Championship. On top of that, Red Bull is still looking for assurance from Verstappen about his commitment beyond 2026. Although it's unlikely that the 4-time world champion will activate his exit clause, ongoing rumours tying him to teams like Mercedes and Aston Martin are enough to keep Red Bull on edge. This uncertainty highlights the need for Red Bull to plan for a future without Max. None of the current drivers seem capable of filling even a fraction of Verstappen's shoes at Red Bull. In the end, Red Bull might face a situation beyond their control. This is why Horner and Russell discussed teaming up if unexpected events arose involving Max and Mercedes. If such a scenario were to unfold, the Austrian team might consider elevating one of their own talents, much like Mercedes did with Antonelli and how Red Bull launched Verstappen's career in 2016. Marko believes that Hajar has significant talent and just needs a stronger platform to showcase it, as he's poised to be the breakout star this season, according to the experienced Austrian. He also mentioned the possible succession plan if Verstappen were to leave. Instead of searching for the next Verstappen, Marko emphasized the goal of finding a future world champion like Arvid Lindblad. At just 17, Lindblad has demonstrated impressive speed and determination across various categories. Marko praised his mental toughness and potential, believing Lindblad could rise to greatness. While Ayumu Iwasa is their only reserve driver, scheduling conflicts with the Japanese Championship made it crucial for Red Bull to secure a second reserve, highlighting the importance of their choices. A young driver currently racing in Formula 2 has earned his super license. Even though we may not see him move up this year, things could change rapidly if Hajar were to partner with Max. The spotlight is mainly on making a strong start to 2026, yet Verstappen still has a firm grip on the Drivers' Championship, keeping McLaren on their toes despite his impressive showing in Montreal. Should Hajar join Red Bull during a potential summer reshuffle, he'll need to master the art of teamwork, gaining valuable skills and insights essential for remaining with the team past 2026. Hadjar believes that part of Verstappen's success stems from keeping his data private, which he sees as a big advantage. Discussing this further, Hadjar remarked on Max's remarkable ability this season to exceed expectations during qualifying. Whether in Q1, Q2 or even the first run of Q3, Verstappen may not seem like a pole contender, yet his wealth of experience allows him to pull out all the stops and find extra speed under pressure during the final lap. Out of mere curiosity, I've been studying Max Verstappen. At the moment, he's not my competition. My main focus is on the midfield cars, as I'm eager to understand what the top level involves. There's buzz around whether Red Bull should consider promoting Isack Hadjar by 2025. His impressive start to the season certainly supports this idea. However, it's important to remember that just because Hajar is performing well now doesn't guarantee he'll excel in the RB21. That car's complexity and aggressive nature have challenged many of Max's teammates. It's quite possible that such a move could negatively impact Hajar's career. Nevertheless, racing bulls exist to nurture talent for Red Bull. Until they gain more independence and strategic foresight concerning championship goals, each driver in their pipeline must experience being Max's teammate at some point. Many talented drivers like Albon and Gasly have seen their skills overshadowed at Red Bull. Yet this challenging environment is exactly where young drivers know they must prove their worth. Lindblad, however, still has a chance to make his mark in Formula One. It's unlikely he'll be pushed into the spotlight alongside Max immediately, but Red Bull has ambitious plans for him down the road. Meanwhile, Tsunoda's situation isn't looking great. His performance has been disappointing, and despite not being entirely at fault, his dream of excelling since his 2021 Formula One debut hasn't been fulfilled. Unfortunately, if a new driver like Hajar or Lindblad emerges as a potential replacement, Tsunoda might find himself ousted from Red Bull. Having been with the Racing Bulls for 5 years since its AlphaTauri days, Horner insists there's no value in staying a development driver for so long. Given these circumstances, do you believe Hajar will join Red Bull in 2026 or perhaps even earlier in 2025? More importantly, does this automatically signify that Lindblad will be promoted to Racing Bulls? Thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts on this topic, just leave a comment below and let's discuss. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and activating the bell such that you won't miss any new videos. If you are into Formula One, you can check out my channel page. There are many more videos like this which you can watch in the meantime until a new video gets released. See you soon in the next video.